Good evening. We're following a developing story. This is a live shot from Sky 4 of downtown Minneapolis. Hundreds and hundreds of protesters were gathered at the federal courthouse about 4:30 this afternoon, and right now they are on the move. They told us they were going to go down 3rd and 4th Street, but as you can see, the crowds are big. Traffic is blocked. They have the entire street, and it's hard to get around. These protesters are protesting President Trump's executive order on immigration. We'll get back live to that march in just a minute, but we want to begin tonight with supporters of the travel ban who are now speaking out.
Many Minnesotans are praising the policy, saying that they're happy the president is delivering on his campaign promise. In November, when the president, who was then a candidate, appeared at a rally at MSP, he drew ovations as he talked about how faulty vetting had allowed large number of Somali refugees into the state, and that as president, he would change that. Esme Murphy has been talking to local Trump supporters, and she joins us now. Esme?
Well, Frank and Amelia, it is important to remember that Donald Trump almost won Minnesota. He lost to Hillary Clinton by less than 2 percentage points. His supporters here say they are surprised by these large protests, saying President Trump is simply doing what he promised to do for months on the campaign trail.
In the peaceful suburbs of Carver County, Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton by more than 13 percentage points. At an airport rally 2 days before the election, he made it clear Minnesota was a factor in his immigration plan.
You've suffered enough in Minnesota, and we will pause admissions from terror-prone regions until a full security assessment has been performed.
Raleigh Nevy is a longtime Carver County Republican official whose letter praising Trump was published last week in the Chanhassen newspaper.
President Trump, I'd give him an A+.
Nevy can't understand the furor over the immigration policy.
Most politicians who make promises on the campaign trail forget about them the second they get elected. Well, that's not the case with Donald Trump.
But my heart and my support is with Trump, President Trump, and his administration.
Chanhassen resident Kathy Zimmerman had never been involved in politics until Trump ran for president. She was won over after attending a Trump rally in April in Eau Claire.
He was fantastic, and it was so exciting and motivating.
She says concerns about terrorism and refugees are a top issue for her, and she believes a silent majority of Minnesotans support the president's immigration policy.
And I believe that we do need to have some type of extreme vetting before we let people into the country.
Now, Ms. Zimmerman and other Trump supporters I spoke with believe the current vetting process, which can take years, is simply not rigorous enough. The president's action on immigration coming so quickly after he assumed office has appeared to solidify his support amongst his loyalists. Amelia and Frank?
Yeah, divided Minnesota for sure.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Esme.
And here's the other side of that. Near the federal courthouse in Minneapolis, as we saw, hundreds are protesting the president's recent travel ban. Here's a live look at the very large crowd from Sky 4.
We know that they were gathered over at the federal courthouse starting around 5 o'clock this afternoon, and now they seem to be going around that area there. WCCO's Kate Radis was with them as they gathered. That crowd has been growing in number, and hopefully we will be able to talk to Kate a little bit later in this newscast.